All right, welcome back, everybody. We're back to some Armageddon War, warfare in the year 2028, about 10 years in the future. I don't see much in the way of different weapons here so far. I mean, we've got drones and everything. It's basically modern warfare, but for some reason they say it's about 10 years in the future. But let's continue with this Russian coup d'etat in the country of Turkmenistan and our little infantry assault on the presidential palace has come to a grinding halt. The next unit to get activated is going to be here we go again. The Surdoyakov formation, and I think word's going out. These tanks and everybody need to move on up. I'm thinking here that maybe we should have held off on this attack until we got everybody up through here. The original plan was to move the armor on up through the suburbs because they had their armor units all poised out here ready to fire on them. But since then, everybody's pretty well pulled back to the presidential palace and back here in the urban areas. So we're going to make a little dash, try to get up there as quick as possible, I think is what the Russian player would be doing. Before we can do that, though, we got a little T-72 here on point. He's got his little aimer looking out for whoever comes in within range, and he's going to fire on him. We can use this as a line of sight blocker, so maybe we'll do that. Let me go ahead and see how I want to move my brand new Russian Armata tanks. Not Armada as in naval armada, but Armata. So we'll be right back. Alright, first tank I'm going to go ahead and move is this Armada down here. We'll move him 1. We got to watch out for range. His range is a 5. You can see on there, so that'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll move, that's one spot for him moving. We'll put our marker right here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to stop there out of his range, and I'm going to go ahead and fire at him. So it's the old range game. He can't hit me, but I can hit him because I got a range of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll go ahead and look at this line of sight. I think this little line here will be okay. This line here. Oops, I don't know though. Let's see. I need me a straight edge. We need a straight edge for this game. I think on these the dots right here, you could use these little straight lines, and it goes straight on through right in the heart of his hex. So I'll let him fire at him. So that Armada will be firing, and he will take himself a little marker here. Let's grab us some dice. Start with the old 8 or 6, although he's got an attack factor of 7. The T-72's armor's worth 3 dice, so let's take 3 of them off. I'm only shooting with 3. He is not in protective cover. The technology is about the same. No modifier there. He has moved 1, 2, 3 of his 8. That's less than half. Let me look back here again. Movement for less than half. Movement. Okay, moving fire. Figure modifier. All your movement points before making an attack, your attack -3. If you lose at least half, but less than all your movement points, takes a 2. If you lose less than half, so less than half before. 1, 2, 3. So that's less than half. That's only 1. So we'll give him a 1 here. I think that's all the modifiers. Let me think what else. He's got a 7 going against a golden shield of 3. He moved. Does he wish to counterfire? He can't because he's out of range. Does he wish to retreat? With all the armadas coming, it might be a good idea to retreat. So let's go ahead and shoot. I think I'll take the fire. I don't want to give him another modifier and turn this into a black die, so I think we're good to go. And he shoots with a 3 hits. So that'll give him a 1, 2, 3. He is shaken. Stuck there for a while. Alright. He might be able to get out of that because, well, no, he's not in defensive cover. Urban areas, light urban, don't provide cover for armor. I guess they're too big to be seen. They're easily seen. Alright, that takes care of that Armada. My next one. He's gonna make a break for it since the Shadowdia T-72's shaken. No casualties, but boy, those Armada hits, they'll nail you. So let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm on the road. 8. So I'll put him right up here. He is gone. Heading on down. Trying to give his comrades some help. Oh, hold on. Backage time. Okay, so I think that's it. That's it for the chits. I believe we're all drawn here. Let me see. Yeah, it's empty. So that is the situation here. We still got some good Armada tanks, but boy, I'll tell you what, taking that intensive fire, these guys still haven't recovered from it. Wasn't worth it. Logistic marker here would have helped everybody out a whole bunch. Coming up here, my infantry's done unloaded. That might have been premature because now this guy's shaking and these guys got a long way to run, but they're going to have to run to get in there. Oh, yeah, I can load them back up and try to make a break for it up here because this is where all the action is. It's a matter of who's going to get it and the hits where. Oh, like I said, a lot of dead Russians. The ISIS forces hanging on around the presidential palace, so might be a difference in the tank swinging a battle. We'll see what goes on. We'll go ahead and pick everybody up. All the command markers except the last one that was placed. A lot of command markers. And remember, the Turkmenistan forces are keeping their logistics chit here. That'll help resupply everybody with ammunition and medical supplies and get them back in a fighting condition quicker. To whereas the Russian player will now pick up his command marker and leave it here. And he'll have a decision to make whether he wants to use it as a logistics marker somewhere around here within 2 hexes of one of its units, or try to get his forces back into combat quicker. That's a decision to make. Like I said, we're on activation 7, or we're on activation 10, and I think it's 30 activation game. I'll have to look on that, but so far we're going on activation 11. So let's go ahead and get that going. We will pull a chit for the next draw. Like I said, it's a chit pulling game. It all depends on who comes on up. And the one to come on up is the D Mansour player. The Rebels. Alright, well, not the Rebels. I guess these would be part of the established radical Islamic forces that are trying to hang on to power. Alright, well, he has this ZSU unit there. That's going to be a move, and he's got some infantry here around the presidential palace and a tank that hasn't happened to be running down the road, so might be bad luck. Alright, that's 3 units. Does he have anybody here? Nope. Al-Mansour, he's got some infantry up here too. We'll go ahead and make some moves and let you know what I decide. Be right back. Alright, we're taking markers off of these Al-Mansour units to get them ready. I wanted to point out this top unit had 1 marker on it, but this bottom unit here, he'll take his 1 off, which will make him green automatically. He'll get another marker that'll take him off and make him clear for combat, for being in defensive positions, being in the buildings. But he also has this logistic marker. So, you know, I really don't need the logistic marker. I could have used it for something else. I think the first order of business is to take these markers off, and I can decide if I really want to pick that unit up. So far it ain't really helping me out none. So we'll go ahead and get this Al-Mansour, all these Al-Mansour units. Platoons will be ready for combat. Shadowdia forces. They still got markers on them, but they'll be ready to go come their turn. Alright. And also this Al-Mansour unit here's taking a hit. So let's go ahead and get him on the bottom and get the full strike unit on top. Alright. So that is the situation. We got our trucks ready, some infantry platoons. We got a big anti-aircraft, anti-infantry unit that's like a badass. We got these guys here at the Presidential Palace. I've already decided they're going to, at the Defense Ministry of Defense, I've already decided they're going to stay put. They're not going to go out and try to take that Armada. The only thing they could do with it would be to close combat. And I don't know with all those modifiers. I know just shooting at them and getting next to them isn't going to do nothing because they only got an attack factor of 2. And it would take 2 strikes to make a hit on that armor unit anyway. So he's just letting them drive on down the road. Now these other units here, I got 2 infantry platoons and that ZSU. Find out what to do with them. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Next order of business is going to be to decide on that logistic marker. I can move him up to 3 hexes. Pick it up. Put a command marker on the track and place in a formation. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to leave him there. I don't think anything's going to happen. He's out of sight and out of range. I got the Presidential Palace pretty well covered, so I'll leave him there for logistics reasons. And I'm going on to movement now of my units. So let me move these units around and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. This is what I decided to do. I went ahead now with these trucks were in the way. Before I could do anything, they clogged up the road and I couldn't get this unit moved back unless I moved the trucks. The trucks were the first ones to move. They're in a safe distance back there. They don't want them. They're not doing nothing. They're just count as victory points for the Russian players. So I got them parked back there in case anybody wants to hop on them or do anything. But mostly they're turned into a pain in the butt. I got them out of the way. They're back there in the Presidential Palace or behind the Presidential Palace. I moved that one Al-Masur rifle or infantry platoon that has casualties actually on Parliament because Parliament was sitting there unoccupied. So we'll move those guys back there. I should move that logistic marker back on Parliament. I think I might do that here in the next move, but I want to leave him out there so he stays 2 hexes away from these frontline guys. I moved my ZSU up here with infantry. So he's moved. And him and this Al-Masur infantry go ahead and try to finish off this rifle platoon of the Russians. So we're going to go ahead and have a combat there. And there'll be all kinds of fire. Well, I don't know. That won't be all kinds of firing because these aren't Al-Masur units. But these guys here, I think, are kind of sitting out in the open. It's going to be a turkey shoot. All right. That's how the game's evolving. We'll go ahead and get ready for some combat there. We'll be right back. Alright, we're ready for combat. Got everything all straightened out here on the table. Ready to go. The firing unit's going to be... let me see here. We'll make it the Al-Masur since he's got the 5 dice. So let's go ahead and get the 6. -1 is 5. And he's shooting with 5 dice. He's moved though. Okay, the old 696 rifle. It's got a 1 shield, so we'll take that 1 die away down to 4. Hold on a second. Okay, we're back. What other modifiers do we have? These guys are in a road. That's not good. Road. Offensive dice quality with infantry is a +1. So we'll go ahead and change one of those blacks to a red. And also, let me see what else. 696 looks like it's got a technology advantage with that black lightning bolt. And compared to the green one of the rebels, or of the Muslim player. So that means it goes down 1 again. Goes down 1 to black. Alright. We're going to use combined fire because that Al-Masur infantry is going to go ahead and fire too. So we're going to add another black die. What else are we doing? The Almasaur unit has moved almost all of his movement points. So therefore, let's go ahead over here. If you used all your movement points, blah blah blah, your attack takes if you used at least half, but less than all your movement points. Nope. So -3 die qualifier. We'll make that down here to a 3. That's what we're looking at. Alright. Like I said, we got 2 units firing. I'm going to go ahead and put a marker on this rifle company because he fired 2. Oh, sorry about that. Alright. Oh, that's right. Counterfire. He's got 2 hex range. He can counterfire with 2, but after he gets done with all his modifiers, it ain't going to matter. So, does he want to retreat? He's not encumbered. It allows him to retreat. He's just going to take it. Rolling a dice. Here we go. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. That will do it for that poor Russian infantry. He is gone. Alright, never stood a chance against that ZSU. So the Turkmenistan players. What's more valuable? I think the infantry is probably more valuable. Put him on top. So Turkmenistan player racking up the casualties there. That little assault. That ill-advised assault. Should have coordinated with the armor more. Got stuck up there by themselves. Alright, that's it for them. I think that'll be it for the Almasaur turn. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and let me get this. I'm going to put the infantry on the... Well, for the infantry on the bottom would signify that he's riding, so even though he won't be. So let's go ahead and keep the infantry on top of that vehicle. Alright, that's it. We're ready for another chit draw. That's going to be it for the Almasaur player. Let's see who goes next. And the chit draw is the Shadadia. Alright, Shadadia. And that is the Turkmenistan forces. Alright. We will go ahead and get the old T-72 from shaken to pinned. He would get another one if he was in defensive cover. He's not in defensive cover. He'd get another one if he's out of range. He's not out of range. Outside enemy range. Well, for friendly logistics marker. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, he's within range. So all he can do is still pinned. This T-55A though will be free of any burden. Ooh, the old bastard's ready to fire too. It's bad news for the Russian player. That old there might not be any forces left up there by the time the armor gets there. Oh yeah, these are all Shadadias too. So everybody's primed, locked, and loaded. Alright, Shadadia. These are all Almasaurs, so alright, let's see what the Turkmenistan forces want to do. We'll be back. Okay, here's what my options are over here. I got this Shadadia. I was going to go ahead and maybe move him over to this hex. He would be definitely in range of this Russian armada. Then I was going to have combination fire, but I'm thinking more about getting this Bastion missile into this hex. I need to get him into this hex, and then I need some opportunity fire. So what I am going to do is excuse me, what I'm going to do is move and make room for that Bastion tank. So one of these units here, I'll leave him here because he's the bigger attack factor. I don't want him to move. I want him to sit. He's going to be my op fireman. So let's go ahead and keep him there. We'll move him over here to where this Bastion tank is. Give him a green marker. Move my Bastion now over here. Give him a green marker, so I'll put him on bottom. So he can't do nothing this turn, but that's the hex to be in. It's like the edge hex. This guy here will be on top, and he'll be ready to fire for op fire. So I'll couple of them here, sitting here, ready for op fire. That's what I want to do. I'm pretty sure. Let me pause this and make sure I did that right. Be right back. Okay, thank God for the camera. Yeah, I had this guy down here, so this is the way it should be. Excuse me. This one here will be ready for some out fire in case anybody comes down here and moves past this spot. He'll be ready for him. Well, he's got to be within range too. He's only got a 4x range, so that might be a bad move. But this tank here, as soon as if he can get another draw, he'll be ready to go. I got this one here ready for out fire. The tank with the Bastion missiles gonna have to wait, so that will be it for the Shadadia player. I'm pretty sure that is his move. Let me pause it here a second. Okay, we're back, and I think that's gonna be it. Like I said, got a couple here ready for some out fire. I really want to get these areas in here ready for out fire. I was gonna go ahead and take an assault on this Armada, but I didn't want to leave everybody with, out of movements for the rest of them to come bailing on up. I could have had me a shot with that Bastion for 8 hexes. He couldn't have shot at this one, but he was going to maybe go down here, but it ended right here. This is the end of his range, so he couldn't have took a shot at this Zarahare formation. All right, we're drawing time. Al-Masur. It's been nothing but the Turkmenistan's initiatives in this turn. Russian player hasn't had a chance to go yet, so let's see if that changes with this chit draw. Odds are getting in his favor, I would think. And let's see if we're right. Yeah, there we go. And it is the poor 696 rifle has been taking all the heat. So they'll be glad to move if they got any movements left in them. There's only a few platoons. Okay, well, there is no logistics marker there. Well, this is where they first get a chance to decide that. They haven't had a chance to decide yet, so upkeep actions come first. We'll go ahead. If he was in good cover, he could get ready for some action, but he's out in the open. And that don't help get you guys all together and ready to go, so he's still recovering. This one here will be ready to do something. And this one here will go from, was he in any cover? Yeah, he is in cover. But he's not out of their range, so we'll go ahead and move him to green. Yellow to green. He can go down 2 steps because he's in defensive cover. These guys are all within movement of each other, so everybody sees each other and within movement range, so they don't have to worry about not being in initiative. Okay. I don't know what kind of movement they got left. Well, it'd be good to retreat. They really need to pull back if they move. If they move, they're going to get shot. I don't think the 690, 390, or the 696 has got to move. The guys with the green can't do nothing. There's only one unit there, and if he moves, he's going to be shot without fire. Probably. Don't know for sure, but ain't no attacks going on. So I think these guys are just going to stay hunkered down. The 696 rifle, Russian, has no movement. These guys wait for his comrades. Wait for my buddies. Alright, what do we want to do with this logistic marker first? What do we want to do with it? Do we need to get it on up there? I don't know if I really want to move that 696 yet, so we're just going to hang on to logistic marker. We're not putting it on the board. And we're not putting it on the track to take anybody's place yet. So these guys here, we don't want to move. 696 turns, let's go. I don't see nothing to do unless I just want to get out of the way, but if I get out of the way, they'll shoot. Oh, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and like I said, I don't see any other movement for them, so we're going to go ahead and pull another chit. Hopefully the Russians can get some forces up there. These infantry and everybody need to get moving, so let's see what happens. It is the Arzakawi, the people we were just talking about. So with these guys, oh, nope, there's Salida. Arzakawi's only got 2 platoons, 2 tanks. So let's go ahead and put his chit up here. And we will do maintenance, which will be this guy will be able to move. Arzakawa. Oh, that's Shadidia. Arzakawa's only got 1 unit left. He's able to move. That is it. His units are all gone already? Yeah, there's casualties over here. He only had 2 tanks, I guess. Arzakawa. These are all Sheila. Yep, Sheila. No Arzakawas anywhere. Okay, well, he's got a chance to do something. What does he want to do? He's got to get up there. But there is op fire. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a 6 hex range. This unit here is just sitting there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's well within range. Make sure these guys here aren't on any. Nope, they're good. No line of sight obstructions, and it doesn't say anything in the rules about units being part of line of sight. And I don't think they are. I think he's clear. Well, let's go see here. Maybe not. Comes this way. He can definitely fire on that Shadidia tank, and he will. Let me go ahead and take care. Let's go ahead and take care of this fire real quick. All right. Shooting 5 dice. But he is not moving. So that's good. -3 for the opposition's armor. Ooh, that hurts. What do we got here? Same technology. No defensive bonuses. Defender can fire back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he cannot fire back. He cannot retreat. He has just got to take it. Intensive fire would make those 2 reds. Huh. I believe I will do that. So that will take that down to a shaken marker. And replace these with 2 reds. There we go. That's what we're fighting with. A golden 5 versus a golden shield. Here we are. The old T-72B1 firing at a T-72M. And they look like they're just about the same tanks. Yeah, they are. The only difference is this one has a black number. This one has a gold shield. Huh. What does that mean? It don't mean nothing, I don't think. Black, gold. Defense. Huh. Very strange. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fire. 3 hits. 3 hits. He could take 1 as a shaken, 2 as a casualty, and 3 eliminates him. So he is gone too. Good shot for that T-72. He was staying out there a little bit too long. This will be a victory point for the Russian player. Shadidia tanks all pretty well eliminated. That frees up that southern sector for the Russian player. So there we go. Coming on up. They ain't got much. Might be a close game. We're ready for another chit draw, and we will be back. Alright, we're back with a strategy note. Alright, well, like I said, we've gone ahead and eliminated most of the opposition here. These guys are just sitting there around the defense ministry, not really posing a threat. We're going to bypass them. I'm thinking about loading these guys back up and getting them up here, but this time we're going to have a coordinated attack. We're pulling these guys back and using our range to slowly take out all the armor. When they're taken out, I'm going to go ahead and attack with my infantry. So all these guys got to recover. Need to get these Armata tanks recovered from their pinned positions. And like I said, coordinated attack. We're going to try to pull back whatever remnants of this we can and let the armor do their jobs. Take out their armor and then pull in when their armor's done. So that's the plan. We will be back. Alright, we're back for another chit draw on activation 14 of this scenario 6. Here we are. Giving us a chit for the Russian player. And it will be the 696 rifle. We have to make a decision here. Let's go ahead and take care of our maintenance first. I mean, this unit here will be able to move. And both of my rifles here will be able to retreat. This is, I'm pretty sure is what we got planned for them. They've been maintained. Now we have to decide what we want to do with our logistics marker. I'm pretty sure I don't want to activate them. I want to activate that Serdyakov or the Sheila militia. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the marker here, and I'm just going to go ahead and move these guys. I'll move him back to cover, defensive cover. Back in some nice little town here. Wait it out. Too bad he can't recover any casualties. These guys can move 3, 1, 2. One will join them in the town. Oh, let me see if there's some hot fire going on here. Hold on, I'm moving too fast for everybody here. Let's go back. Alright. Hot fire. Opportunities. Let me pause it, make sure I got everybody in the right positions and with their marker. Alright, forgot about that hot fire. So let me go ahead and see what we got going on here. Let's take the markers off them first of all, get them all ready to go like I said before. Alright. Who will be the first one to move? I don't want this one to move because as soon as he moves it gets hot fired on. So he's probably gone. So what we will want to do here is move one. Now let's see what anybody wants to do. Oops. What, does a tank want to waste his fire? I don't think they do. And I don't see any infantry. What did I do with that ZSU? He's up here. He couldn't fire. It'd be a good time for him to fire, but he's already moved. So the heavy tanks are gonna let him move. That's 1, 2, 3. He'll head into town. One. Hold on a second. Okay. 1, 2. He'll stop here. Well, let's go up here 3. Nobody's out firing. Alright. And now this guy here is going to want to move. But as soon as he announces he's going to move, he's going to say, I'm shooting first. So somebody's shooting at that poor unit because they know he's got casualties. So what we will do is the unit firing will be this T-54 tank firing infantry with let's grab 5 dice. He's firing with. Infantry takes away 1 for its shield. Infantry are not in cover. Technology is the same. Infantry just gonna stop when they outfire. He can't do nothing else, so he's just gonna stop there. We're shooting with 4 dice. We were shooting with a 5 in gold versus a red shield. See how many strikes it takes to make a hit on that sucker. Strikes to hit. Oh, the secondary attack starburst, which is red, and defense shield, which is red, the same color, 2 strikes. So it's going to take 2 strikes to do any damage to that Russian unit. Firing from a T-72. So let's go ahead and give him a marker 2. Signify that he has fired. He was there for some outfire. Let the other 2 full strength units go because there's a better chance of eliminating a unit with this fire against that unit. So roll over 4 dice. 2 strikes for him. We got one hit, 2 strikes, 1 hit. 1 hit will put him to pinned. Not exactly what we wanted, but alright. He's pinned. And if I would have known that, I would have moved the other unit into the town. So they're kind of spread around, but they're trying to get away, and that's a result. That will be it for the 696th. We will draw another chit. Let me make sure I ain't got nothing lying around here. I think I might have picked up a wreck marker, so these might not be all the wreck markers. I'm picking stuff up, so I might have picked one up, but I don't know if that really matters, but I don't think they matter on stacking. They might matter in line of sight. So let's draw another chit. See what we got going on here. There's the activation sequence. As you can see, who's got the initiative? And it will be the Al-Masur again. Alright. Al-Masur is the people in the Ministry of Defense. If they want to maybe take a little action. We also have Al-Masur up here in the Parliament. He'll be ready for action, and all these trucks will be ready for action. So the trucks will stay where they're at. Pretty sure. Logistic marker also to help with any step losses, but Al-Masurs will all be good to go because they ain't got much step losses anyway. Alright. That is it. Al-Masurs. Down here too. Alright. Let me see what I'm going to do with the Al-Masur infantry. And the ZSU has an attack of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, just barely out of range. Good thing for the 696th. We will be back with Turkmenistan radical forces trying to repel the coup d'etat by the Russians and a pro-Russian Al-Qaeda's. Be back.